Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another reaction video for today. My hair looks really bad today. It always looks bad. Anyway, so this is the worst video game discoveries of 2024 from Oddheader. Of course, I really want to watch more Oddheader. It's just like one of the most random reaction series I do, where I'm just like every few months I'm like, I'll watch an Oddheader video. Let's do it. These are always fun. So, and this seems good. Now, what does it mean by worst? Worst is in like they finally discovered something and it's disappointing and it's just like, oh, that was it. Or worst is in like it's terrifying and I wish I never found it like this one. Why does this look like what's his name? Which one's Sam and which one's Max? I think Max is the rabbit. Why does it look like? Maybe it's because of this. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's check it out. Let's go. Link in the description. Go watch it yourself. Wait, does it actually have subtitles?
2024 that made me think. Time to play something.
Oh, nope.
There's
Okay.
some discoveries in 2024 that
There.
made me think. Time to play something else. This
Yeah,
is
like
what
what?
I'm talking about.
Oh, you can play soccer? Oh, no.
Actually,
Oh,
I'd probably
no.
be better off playing a different kind of football.
Different
Not
right there.
that kind of football. UFL is a free-to-play football game available on
I wasn't
PlayStation
expecting
5,
an ad.
Xbox Series X and S now, and on PC later this year.
I didn't know this game
UFL enters
existed.
the field of soccer simulation as one of the first challengers in decades to the industry's established leaders, and it makes a hell of an entrance with a full AAA experience with next-gen graphics powered by Unreal 5. It also has a great soundtrack, slick presentation, and fun gameplay that's easy to pick up for everyone.
That guy,
The
he's
game also includes team
prancing, he loves it.
customization and club management, and even has ambassadors like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Is this
If you know
game
who that
good?
is, that should tell you UFL
I would
is
love
the
to
real
know.
deal. Find out how UFL is reshaping the world of soccer video games. and check
Ronaldo's
out
a big
UFL
name,
today.
I know that, but
Fallout New Vegas.
is them getting
New
Ronaldo
Vegas
a big
released in
deal, or does he
2010.
say yes to anything that's football related?
It's considered by fans to be one of the best
Football.
games in the Fallout series,
Yes,
and one of the
yes.
best RPGs of all time. Despite how acclaimed
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas
Can't argue.
is, there are some parts of the game that fans would probably rather forget. And I'm not talking about the many glitches Bethesda's known for. Rather,
No,
I'm
those
talking about a
those
mod
add
of the game that
flavor.
released in 2015, which added frontman of Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst, as
What?
companion in the game, who only talked in Limp Bizkit sound clips when you interacted with them.
I love that. Okay, that completely sold me.
Fortunately, it was
I
not
was gonna be like text to speech or something. No, my way on the highway.
his way or the highway, as this mod disappeared from Nexus Mods in
Oh.
2017. And more bad news for
My
Limp
way
Bizkit
on the
fans who wanted to
highway.
do this for the Nookie. As the
Did
creator
it all
of the
for the
mod said
Nookie.
they
You could take that
reformatted
cookie.
their computer and wouldn't be
Shove it
able
up
to
your
recover
what?
the files for the mod.
Just don't
However, that
understand.
changed in
What the fuck that
2024 when Usagi Kola on Twitter revealed that they archived and restored the mod, also
Yes.
sharing the link for anyone who wanted
So
to
what's
download
the discovery?
it. And it turns out Fred Durst himself gives his approval,
Hell yeah.
retweeting the announcement.
Nice.
Nice.
1.7 million views. How did I not hear about this?
Seems like even
Nice.
Fred Durst is at a loss for words.
Yeah,
Which
Fred
is-
Durst had a good year last year because he was in what was that one A24 movie? Actually, were they both A24 movies? The I saw the TV Glow. He was in that. But what's the other one where it was like Y2? Is it? I think it was just called Y2K. The one where about the robots coming. Like it was whatever. Go look it up.
It's pretty much where
He was
I'm
in that
at,
too. Yeah, what?
Strangled.
Yo, what was that, Undertaker?
Thanks to Butter Doge Star Wars for
Keep
submitting
rolling,
this discovery
rolling,
on the
rolling,
Oddheader
rolling,
Discord.
yeah.
Stranglehold
Yes.
released in 2007
Yes,
on the
sir. I
Xbox
love
360,
Stranglehold. I don't give a
PlayStation
fuck.
3, and Windows.
Even though I love how he doesn't move the gun at all. It's just reticles that way, still aiming this way, shooting motherfucker over there.
One of iconic developer Midway's last
I wanna
games
play
before
this
they went
game
under
again.
in 2009. Stranglehold was modeled as a
MK,
sequel to John Woo's
I want to say their last game was MK versus DC. Was that their last game? I want to say that was at least one of their last games.
1992 film Hard Boiled, with the actor
yes.
Chow Yun-fat reprising his lead role from the movie. The
Really
game
funny
also
that it's a
touted
sequel,
a system
though.
that Midway called Massive D, which is of course short for Massive Destruction, as you could destroy nearly every object in the environment.
Is this
in the
backwards
game's
compatible?
chaotic shootouts. Among those objects,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pause. I'm sorry, I need to know. Yeah, y'all can bitch in the comments. I don't fucking care. Stranglehold, Xbox One compatibility. Let me see. Fuck. God damn it! Why is it every time I want to play something, There's hundreds of games backwards compatible. Every time I want to play a 360 game, it's not backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Whiskey bottles.
Fuck
and
you.
Baldur Star Wars revealed that while you can't read the text on the bottle in game, its specular map texture file.
So wait, hold on. The Fallout one was the discovery was that they just what do you mean worst video game discoveries? Wait, hold on. How is that first one a discovery? Did I miss something? Hold on. I'm sorry. My brain's fucked up. I guess they discovered that the it's still around.
And the data, which determines the object's reflectiveness, has much more readable text. Well,
this is the bottle level design.
Sort of. As it says, this is the bottle level design I created for the Stranglehold, which wasn't so easier than I thought. Well, I at least get what they were trying to say. Yeah. There's also another message in the corner that says Stranglehold will be sold more than 5 million, which
I don't think that's true.
Unfortunately, Stranglehold did not sell more than 5 million. As Stranglehold only sold about 1 million.
It only sold 1 million?
Which may have contributed to Midway going bankrupt.
I thought maybe 2 million.
2 years
later. That sucks.
And Stranglehold's planned sequel getting canned, which is a shame because Stranglehold is a pretty dope game. Pretty dope. That's why
it was around the same time we had shit like Lollipop Chainsaw was a couple years after this, but around this time we had Wet, which was a really fun game. We had this. We had oh fuck, what's the other game I really like that nobody plays or has played? Oh fuck, there was another like action game that was like underrated at the time. This. Oh fuck. That's why oh man, fuck.
One makes this list.
There's something else.
All this discovery does is remind us of what could have been. That and the fact that it appears to be a pretty bad translation. Sam & Max, The Devil's Playhouse.
It was Sam & Max, okay.
Thanks to Altruistic Knight for submitting this mystery on the oddheader Reddit. The Devil's Playhouse is a 2010 adventure game from Telltale, featuring the two paranormal investigator husbands. That's canon. I recently covered an unsolved alternate reality game in the title, where the Nutrispec glasses that scan items to reveal what they're made of were found only in the PlayStation 3 version. Using the Nutrispecs to scan this Abe Lincoln head led players to a mysterious website snmsecretfile.com, where they were promised they'd find something that was good for them, but it ultimately led to Jack. To give a quick update on this, developers of the remaster that released this year confirmed the Nutrispects are hidden deep within all versions of the remaster this time, but that the ARG will never be solved, as it was never finished, which is why the secret file website led to nothing. Well, so much for that. However, Altruistic Knight made a discovery in the original game that may be cause for more concern, as Altruistic Knight was data mining the files of the game when they found this image they didn't recognize. What happened to Max? Altruistic Knight asked the game developers about the image on the Sam Max Discord server, and even they had no idea where the Dark Max image came from.
Dark Max.
If this image was in any way part of the incomplete ARG, maybe it's a good thing it was never finished, as I'd rather not have to see my favorite investigative Rabbids stare back at me like he's ready to suck up my soul.
Oh, swallow your soul.
Baldur's Gate 3. With a game that won so many Game of the Year awards, it might be surprising to see this on a Worst of the Year list. However, data miners found something in the files of the game after patch 7.
I need to play this game eventually.
Evil ending variations. They're very not evil. Now I'm going to talk about one of the game's official endings here, but this is a game with over 17,000 endings, so the two unused endings...
I keep hearing that, but it's like little, like, it doesn't like one, like when you're finishing one playthrough, isn't there like a ton of different like endings for characters and stuff like that, you know what I mean? There's like endings throughout the entire game for characters. Like you can kill characters that should be like most people will have them for all 100 or so hours you're playing, but you can kill them almost immediately, right? And then it changes the narrative. It's really insane how fucking much this game changes. I'm not a big guy, like strategy guy. That's why I haven't played it yet. If this was like more like a Dragon Age style game, if you took like Dragon Age's combat and then grafted it onto this game, I know that would fucking change it though. I know the whole thing is about like you rolling the dice and random things happening, and there's so much. I don't know. Yeah, I think that would do a disservice to this game, a massive disservice. It's just I'm not really into that. Also, I don't want to open my collector's edition now because now it's going up in price. So I'm like, fuck. I had the other copy of it that was like a PEGI version or a Japanese copy or whatever, and then I sold it to recoup some of the money I made. I spent on the collector's edition. Now the collector's edition is worth a lot of money, so
variations would have taken place
Fuck.
after the player faces off with the game's final enemy, and then chooses to take control of the Netherbrain, an act that makes the player character the new absolute, meaning they're now
No
a
idea what
tyrant
any of
with
this
control
means.
of everyone enslaved by the Netherbrain. When choosing this ending, the game normally ends here. However, by removing the impossible tag in the game data, SlimX on YouTube found 2 unused options that players were never meant to see. In these endings, instead of doing anything interesting after becoming the absolute, the player simply removes the parasite you've been trying to remove all game, and then leaves, either by yourself or with your party, with everybody looking on wondering where the hell you're going. It's an ending that makes sense why it was cut, considering you went through all the work of becoming the absolute.
Kind of reminds me of Dragon Age 2's ending. You beat it, and then Hawk just walks away. So, all right, and cut to the credits.
Thanks to
We're
Unchained
done.
Trooper, Ducky Momo 360, Mob Yungi, and
Rabbids
Sukier
Go Home. I haven't thought about this game in fucking years.
This discovery
I
on
played
the
this game.
oddheader website and Discord. Rabbids Go Home released in 2009, featuring the rabbit characters from the Rain Man series. In the game, players help the lovable but dumb rabbits achieve their goal of returning home by collecting enough junk to create a pile large enough to reach the moon. Players could also collect accessories to customize their rabbit's look, or unlock special skins for the rabbit through secret codes, such as the Kangaroo Rabbit or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rabbit. Most of these secret codes came with pre-orders or special editions of the game, or tied to other Ubisoft franchises like Assassin's Creed, while players who had access to the codes shared them to make the skins unlockable to more players. One of the last secret skins remained unknown for years. What the skin looked like and its purpose remained a mystery until 2024, when Ducky Momo 360 on my Discord server and their friend Eggs Can't Fly data mined it from the files of the game. In the secret skin players had been waiting 15 years to see was just an Amazon promotion. As if we don't already see enough Amazon these days. Alright, corporate conglomerate rabbit.
Imagine waiting 15 years for that.
Yay. The price.
I'm gonna steal AVGN bits. That's like waiting 15 years for like a buffalo to take a shit on your face.
The Flesh. The Price of Flesh is a survival horror visual novel that released in 2022 for Windows. In the game, players take on the role of someone being sold at an auction to the highest bidder, with 3 different game paths depending on who wins the auction. As you'd expect,
it reminds me. I need to play. I need to continue playing. Kill the princess. What is it called again? Sacrifice the princess. Murder the princess? Slay the princess.
Bidders have good intentions, and the player must endure either being hunted, locked in a basement, or surviving in the desert. I'd rather play the Fred Durst mod. The game also has an optional content mode that can be turned on at the beginning, which includes more graphic depictions of the game's horror and more suggestive scenarios. However, in 2024, data miners made an even more surprising discovery in the files of The Price of Flesh. As in the data of the game, there is an unused audio file titled Sound Effects Secret Now, despite what you would expect,
orgasm?
I should be able to play this file on YouTube without any issue. That's because playing the clip reveals a woman that says,
I figured that file didn't get you. You're not supposed to be.
Most anticlimactic discovery of the year. I mean, with a title like this, I was definitely expecting some sort of climax. Cyberpunk 20.
Imagine you're like, oh, finally, I found that sound effect you're about to bust, and she's like, no, It's like, what's his name from Jurassic Park? No,
77. Seeing Cyberpunk on this list maybe isn't the most surprising thing in the world, considering the countless times it's been covered on the channel. One player, however, managed to finally achieve something in the game players have been wanting to see for years.
It's quite a game.
With a pretty major caveat. In the beginning of the game, the protagonist V makes friends with the mercenary Jackie Wells. Jackie's been a fan favorite, despite barely being in the game, as he gets his ass killed in the mission The Heist no matter what choices the player makes. However, that finally changed in 2024 as Utica Tick Mobile on Reddit found they could break the mission to finally save Jackie. Both the charge jump and dash in midair perks. They were able to run around to areas of the game that aren't normally accessible, which allowed them to leave Jackie on the first floor of the hotel, run along the rooftops, jump to the water below, swim to the other side, and run back to Konpeki Plaza, where they left Jackie. From there, they stole a car and drove to the Night City border, jumped over the wall, and stole another car to ride off with Jackie into the desert. Now Jackie's free to live out the rest of his days, doing nothing. As the game soft locks here, being forever stuck in the heist mission. Yeah, you save Jackie,
holding his fucking side.
Your save game in the process.
Yeah, I guess that would be in the works.
Power of friendship. Not sure how much this counts as actually saving him, though, considering you're stuck staring at each other for eternity.
Forever.
Destiny 2. Destiny 2
Open
released
world
in
where you can't do anything in it.
2017, recently
Great.
updated with the final shape expansion in June
Sounds like most open world
2024.
games. Sounds like most Ubisoft games.
Bungie designed the expansion to
Fuck you.
finish off the Light and Darkness saga they began with the first Destiny game back in
Ooh,
2014.
Light and Darkness.
However,
How original.
made a discovery in the final shape that
Maybe the Darkness is the good guy this time. Oh, that'd be a twist.
that the saga may still need a little work. As in the episode Revenant in the Whisper Exotic mission, the name of the boss Tolgor, Aspect of Agony, for
Tolgor?
some reason shows up
my
for
fucking
certain
name.
players as Jimmy, Aspect of Placeholding. Who the hell's Jimmy? Considering the odd header aspect of
funny.
confusion. Well, after a decade leading up to the expansion, we finally get to fight a placeholder. Starsky and Hutch.
That was it?
Big Boy Advance
The GBA version?
for submitting this discovery on the Odd Header Discord. Starsky and Hutch is a vehicular combat game from 2003, based on the detective TV
Dude, I
show
used to
from the
love
70s.
when GBA would have 3D games.
These are the same name. Reviews were not great on the console versions, while reviews
console
on the Game
versions-
Boy Advance were
You know what? The console versions, I played it because it was a budget title. It was like $20 when it first came out, and I liked the movie. Not that it was really based on the movie; it was more based on the show. But it came out along with the movie, so. But it was fun. Yeah, it was like it was kind of 2-player, if I'm correct, because one drives, the other shoots in the car. You're always in the car. I don't know.
worse,
It's fun.
usually citing the
Or I think
game's
you play it
terrible
by yourself,
controls.
actually.
And
You
just when
just-
you think things couldn't
I
get
think you
any
can play 2
worse,
players,
Big
so.
Boy Advance made a discovery in the Game Boy Edition that makes it seem like the developers were on a mission to make this the worst game possible. In the game, players can unlock a minigame called Chicken Chase, where you run around collecting
Oh,
chickens with the goal
God.
to get 266 chickens before the timer runs
I feel like he's getting louder.
Big Boy Advance was playing the game with a friend and managed to collect 264
so annoying.
chickens, but ended up enormously frustrated because they couldn't find the last 2 chickens anywhere. Big Boy then did a brute force hack trying to locate the missing chickens
There is
and
none.
found they're in an inaccessible area near a gate with the number 51, which I guess is a reference to Area 51.
You can't
How exactly
get there?
were players ever supposed to find these chickens? Not only is Area 51
Wow.
inaccessible, it's
Fuck the
also behind 2
developers.
barriers that players can't pass through, making it seem like the developers really went out of their way to make this minigame unbeatable. Big Boy
That's fucked up.
said they tried smashing into everything around the area in an attempt to glitch their way in, but unfortunately
Damn,
had
bro.
no luck. So unless anyone finds a way past these barriers,
God, looking at this right now is fucking my brain up. Like 3D games, some of them were cool in GBA. Like Iridium, I think is one of them. That's really cool looking. Like very impressive. The Simpsons not hit and run. Sorry, the Road Rage that was also 3D. Of course, you have some shooters on there. Like the Exorcist Ever games are really good.
without saying
Better in the fucking movie.
that this discovery is extra terrible.
Oh fuck you! It's for the birds.
Dead Trigger 2. Thanks to Calypso Animation for submitting this
This is-
discovery through oddheader.com.
The iPhone
Dead
game,
Trigger
right?
2 is a zombie survival horror mobile game released in 2013,
Yeah,
which
that's
also
old.
released later on Facebook. It's a pretty standard zombie shooter game, where players must fight off waves of zombies with a variety of weapons available. However, what is unusual
big
about
fucker.
the game is a discovery Calypso found in the files. As in the game's data, a spawn point for one of the zombies
This is
is
number
labeled
1.
as spawn point NPC. Well, let's just say a word that rhymes with one of the words in the title of the game.
No. How is head? Right? Please say it's head.
And I think that's all I need to say to label this one.
Oh,
as
it could
one
be a
of the
big
worst
head.
discoveries
That's
of the
fine.
year.
What's so bad?
And
What's the
thanks
problem?
again to UFL for sponsoring this video. I was thoroughly
It was the N word. Anyway, thank you to our sponsor, UFL.
impressed by UFL with its killer presentation. I played it on my PlayStation 5 Pro, and as a PlayStation Pro enhanced
You
game,
didn't
I
play
was
this
struck
game.
by the quality of everything,
I'm sure
like the realism of the players as they walked onto the field with the crowd noises in my surround speakers.
I was shitting
or
my
the
pants
lively
when they came on
celebration
screen. I was like,
animations.
they're in my
It's
living
like
room.
Other soccer title
Really?
skim fonts,
I wanna
so
know
it's
if this game's
refreshing
good.
to see that here. I also like the game's fair-to-play design that makes it as accessible to everyone as possible. The simple gameplay focuses more on the fun factor than complex simulators
Hey-chow!
I prefer, although the potential
Sorry.
for complexity is here as well. The game's online play matches you with equally skilled players, featuring ongoing content, multiple modes, and new challenges. And right now, with the Adidas Team Pass, you can get exclusive stadium gear and franchises. Completing quests can get you unique rewards and real-world perks like a 15% discount on Adidas items. And also now, UFL is offering a Mystic Pack, with each bundle guaranteeing premium player skins, league points, and boosts
Sick.
to enhance customization and progression. They're optional extras for players who want a personal touch while enjoying the core experience completely free. Find
Hell
out
yeah.
how UFL is reshaping the world of soccer video games and check out UFL today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And if
I
you
did
have
enjoy
any
that
other
video.
discoveries that you think I may have missed, submit through oddheader.com, come join the Discord, or even send me a shout through Twitter or Reddit.
I'll send you a
Shout
shout.
out to Aaron Johnston, Angel the Fox,
Shout outs.
Ash Photography, Bitwith27, Black EV50, Chad Biscuit, Eddie Rockspin, The Bleach Primid, Flex,
What? What was
Jailbreak,
that?
Kieran Bolton, Nat XD, The Meatly, Phoenix157,
The Meatly?
Rackman22, Riley S, Robert Eisenman, Select, Subrock, and Terrence Stock for their Patreon support. Stay tuned.
It has mostly 6s, by the way. It was a 44 on out of 100. That seems pretty good. There's a 7. There's a couple 7s, actually. Oh, wow. It's a couple 6s. A few 6s, actually. Okay. It seems just as good as the FIFA games, then. Anyway, there I go. Well, at least it's free. Anyway, that was a fun video. I will say, though, I like the ones that are, like, focused on, like, the really weird ones better. So I guess that was my fault picking this one. I guess that was my bad. I didn't know it was gonna be like worst as in like actually bad. I thought it was gonna be worse as in like it's horrifying. Get it off my screen like that. You know what I mean? I don't know, because this was horrifying. Look at it. Anyway, some of those were fun though. I didn't know about the Limp Bizkit one. That one's great. The Fred Durst one. That's great. I actually love that. It makes me wish I played games. I could play Fallout New Vegas on my PC without a problem, but it makes me wish I played more PC games because I would love. He just says this fucking just songs. Did it all for the Nookie. So you ask him like, what? That is also a great reason why Fallout should always have silent protagonists. Because you can just add in any protagonist, any side character you want, and you can just write in whatever text you want to, and it's easy. You could, I mean, I guess you could do it even if they aren't silent. Actually, if you mod it, I guess it doesn't matter. You could just make them not talk, right? And then that'll be a little extra work because then you have to take out the cutscenes where it just shows your character talking. You know what I mean? Because that's all in Fallout 4. Anyway, that's it. It's good.